What's good? How y'all doing this afternoon on the Super Bowl Sunday? It's your boy the Don, right here with my co-host King. Man, what's good?
What's good, Don? It's a great Super Bowl Sunday. Great day today.
I don't know if it's great because my fathers ain't in it, but it'll be good. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, Weather right now it looks cloudy, and I'm here.
Yeah, you
I'm
out
here
there
in
in Florida?
Florida.
Yeah, let them know how it is out there.
It's good. It's
Oh,
good. It look like it'll hold up, but we'll see how it goes.
so it's good football
Might,
weather.
huh?
Is it good football weather?
I hope so, man. I hope it rains, man. I'm just hoping it does. So you know how I am about conditions.
Yeah.
So
And with this game that we're gonna talk about a little later, but just to start the show off with this game, weather conditions is gonna play a big part because most of these teams like to throw the ball. So this is if it starts pouring down raining, this becomes a running game, which we'll talk about later. We might be in for a low scoring game here. What's up, Knight? How you doing out there? Glad. Thank you for joining us on this Super Bowl Sunday.
good, man. Hey, y'all, if y'all new to the channel, y'all already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast.
Yep. So let's get into paying these bills. You already know support for Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineering tools for your family jewels. They obsess over the technology development to provide you the best tools for grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below the waist grooming needs. Don, how does Manscaped been working for you?
It's been working good, man. I used it last night, and I use it. Let's say 4 times out of the week. You don't really need it every day because once you cut yourself down there, like it ain't gonna grow back
Yeah.
unless you just some natural freak that your hair just grow back every single day. Like 4 times out of the week is good. The toner is great. The deodorant is superb.
Yes.
I'm still waiting on my nose trimmer to come in. If it don't come in the next couple of days, I'm gonna see where it's at. But I tracked it. It said it's on its way. So I'm out of town right now, so I can't see anything right now. So yeah.
So y'all know me. The ball deodorant is my thing, and I use that every day. No sweaty balls, people. You gotta keep them right. Another great product is that Lawnmower 3.0. That's why Manscaped has redesigned its electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineer team spent 18 months, people, perfecting the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. This third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to advanced skin safe technology pioneered by Manscaped. People, reduce grooming accidents. That means if you don't read the directions and you do not follow directions, you will nick yourself or cut yourself. And since it is 7,000 RPM motor with a quiet stroke, it's gonna hurt. So be careful. Take your time. You got 90 minutes, people. 90 minutes. It's the best. 90 minutes. So you don't have to be rushing the shower, in the shower shaving. You can shave in the shower just because it is waterproof. It is waterproof and it comes with a charging port. So you only got to worry about batteries. Trim that junk of yours. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code FILASP 2021 at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you, people.
The code only is gonna last till the end of this month, you guys. So I know some people will. I'll wait. Well, look, this is a limited time code, so use the code FILASP 2021. You get 20% off, and you get free shipping. Like that's like, hey, which you can't beat that.
Yeah.
You cannot beat that because once the code is gone, after February, I don't want nobody saying, "Hey, man, y'all still got that code." I'm like, "Hey, we got us a new code," or "Hey, we got this is the only time we offering it." So limited time code offer. So please use it. Please go ahead and purchase what you need to purchase. If y'all purchase any Manscaped items and y'all want to share y'all story, hey, hit us up in the chat or hit us up privately and let us know how you enjoying the Manscaped products.
Yes, that would be great for y'all to hit us up once y'all use the code to let us know that you purchased something. We'll give y'all shout outs on the show for that and on Twitter for using the code. And we want to thank y'all for everybody that does use the code, and thank y'all for all the support. Let's get to the show, Don.
Let's get into it, man.
So National Signing Day for Georgia. You had your 16 early enrollments. That was earlier. That was in like December, January. You had your 16 people that enrolled. But the biggest sign was the Big Bear Alexander. He intends to sign with UGA. Freak of nature kind of athlete, man. Really good. I've seen a couple of clips on him since his UGA intent to sign has came out. So he's a really good player. When you look at the other people that they have already committed in the 2020 class, Amarius Mims, offensive tackle out of Blankley County High School, Brock Vandergriff, quarterback, Prince of Avenue Christian Academy. My words are just all over the place.
Near Hazelhurst, Georgia, right there. I've seen Brock Vandergriff play in person. But
he like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm saying, if Georgia don't win a championship with Brock, I just don't understand.
What would you think from what you've seen so far, what would you think his best attribute is so far?
Understanding what the defense is doing. He can throw the ball. He's dual threat. He can run, but just him just sitting in the pocket and just it's some people compare him to Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why everybody like to compare people to Aaron Rodgers, which is good. But to me, how the way he actually like just understands and throws the ball is more of like watching Brett Favre back in his heyday.
So like that gunslinger mentality?
Yeah, like Brett Favre mixed in with some Steve Young. But we know Brett Favre was way more accurate than Steve Young.
Also, Xavier Sorey Jr., linebacker. Got him. Smell Malden, another linebacker. He's from Georgia. So that's another. Micah Morrison's offensive guard. Camden County High School. Nyland Green, cornerback, Newton High School. David Daniel, athlete, probably going to play safety, Woodstock High School. Brock Bowers, tight end, Napa High School. Lovasias? Correll, running back. Sorry if I messed up your name, brother. Hope you do great things. Jonathan Jefferson, defensive tackle. Tyron Ingram Dawkins, defensive tackle. Chaz Chambliss, outside linebacker. Anthony Mitchell, wide receiver. Marlon Dean, defensive tackle. Javon Bullard, defensive back. And Jackson Meeks, wide receiver. So those are the people that committed already earlier this year. And then you have the Bulldogs that we're still waiting for arrival. Dylan Fairchild, offensive guard. Jamin Johnson, linebacker. Kamir Lassiter, defensive back. Jared Winston, offensive guard. So, of course, Georgia got a big recruiting class. That's what Georgia does. They always have a good recruiting class. But what will they do in the season with this recruiting class is what we want to know. Right, Don?
Yeah. I have better hopes for them this season, man. It just with Newsom, whatever his name is, the quarterback that's supposed to play, he didn't play because of COVID. He opted out, and now his draft stock is going down. He may end up getting drafted in the 6th round. He should have just went on and played, in my opinion. But hey, he wanted to preserve himself for the draft. Hey, it is what it is. I think that's what hurt Georgia. The plan B and plan C just wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I can agree with you there. Plan B and plan C wasn't good enough, but they were supposed to be winning the ball on the defensive side of the ball anyway, winning the games on the defensive side of the ball anyway. So that's something that they need to work on, and hopefully it can get better this offseason. Y'all know I don't like Georgia, but seeing them win is always something good for Atlanta. So they got to get back on the winning train. When I say winning, I mean winning championships, people. Not just winning in the regular season, championships. That's what matters. Georgia Tech signing day, no signees. But we're gonna give a big shout out to Calvin Johnson. The receiver better known as Megatron has been named to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. In 9 seasons with the Detroit Lions, he made 6 Pro Bowls, caught 731 passes, and scored 84 touchdowns. A beast.
Congratulations to Megatron. This just for everything this man went through. I know a lot of Tech fans out there that's that's happy about this because I'm trying to figure out when the last time a Tech player that played at Tech that actually been into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I gotta look that up, but the man paid his dues. He got drafted to one organization that was not good. Know anything about Gary Sanders, him retiring in his prime because of the Lions organization. Same thing with Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson was drafted in 2007 and he walked away from the league in 2016.
Yep.
So like played 10 years in the league, and that right there to me, man, like he didn't have that many injuries to begin with.
When you say that, he didn't have a lot of reported injuries. I watched a documentary on him, and he was saying he had some serious the injuries that the Detroit Lions was not putting on the injury report. He played a lot of games where he felt like he was concussed during the game, and they didn't take him out. He even said
once again, it goes back to the Lions.
Exactly.
Goes back to the Lions. I know his fingers and stuff, looking at his fingers, that's most receivers. Their fingers get kind of, all, messed up for just catching, those laser balls from the quarterback. But once again, when you go to an organization that does not treat you well, this is what happens. You retire early. Look what happened with Andrew Luck with the Colts. Look what's going on with Deshaun Watson in Texas right now. They have fired the equipment manager, because he was cool with the equipment manager. That's crazy. That's your franchise player. You guys paid this man, gave this man another contract for him to be your franchise quarterback. Y'all doing everything to make this man mad. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like this is like we talk about Kaepernick and what happened to him a few years ago. Y'all pretty much trying to blackball this kid.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Don. What's up, ATM? I would agree.
What's good, man?
I would agree.
I just don't understand. Like you have a star player in your team, treat them right.
Exactly.
Treat them right. And I'm not trying to go back to the Falcons and because we ain't covered them yet. But thing about Julio and Matt Ryan, like they love playing for us. The organization treating them well. Fans,
fans gonna
not
be
so much, but you got to. The organization has to do right by their team. I mean, they has to do right by their franchise players.
And why does this?
That's why you see a lot of players move around.
Right. And this organization does right because they ran right, thanks to Arthur Blank. I know we have our coaching problems, but Arthur Blank as a owner is probably the best owner in football, and he's going
to take care of the best players on the team. That's just how it is. Like if you work hard and you earned your money, you're gonna get paid.
Exactly.
And like I said, shout out again to Calvin Johnson, man. He earned it. I know a lot of Bulldog fans, they may like, look, man, the damn's good, okay? And for people sit up here and say, well, AJ Green was better, come on now. Yeah, y'all stop smoking. All right? Stop smoking that stuff. Like Calvin Johnson was the guy.
Exactly.
All right?
Speaking of smoking, Calvin Johnson smoked after every game. Also in that documentary that I watched, he said. So he is staying. Calvin Johnson is one of the best receivers I've ever seen play. Absolutely right. Me being born in '93, probably the best receiver I've ever seen play. Right after that would be Julio Jones.
I say Calvin is way better than Julio, and we talking about route running. We talking about jumping up and catching the ball. He makes I'm not saying Julio doesn't, but Calvin Johnson, man, like we said, man, this man put his behind on the line every play, to make the plays that he need.
Yeah.
So
You could put the whole team on Calvin Johnson. I'm pretty sure he'll come down with the ball.
exactly, you ain't catching up. You're not catching any picks over Calvin, man. That ain't happening. So.
All right, Georgia Southern. They got a tight end, Beldosita. No, that's not his name. That's probably the school. Harrison Hemsley is his name. Sorry, y'all. Evan Lester, another tight end, linebacker, Eldrick Robinson, a second. Safety, Mizell Williams, and running back Amar Jones, and also a long snapper, Nathan Tillman from Georgia Southern. Georgia State added 3 mid-year transfers in quarterback, Darian Granger, outside linebacker Shamir McCullum, and wide receiver Jasius Creddle. Cameron Dye is offensive lineman from Milton High School. Basketball, Don. College
All
basketball.
right. So this week we're doing it different, you guys, because we have we're going to start rolling out some more information on Georgia sports hospitality and media with the smaller team. So FILA now we're going to just start focusing more on the big 4 schools in the state. So you've got Austin State fans, Kennesaw State fans, West Georgia fans, or Albany State, Morehouse, all that. Like, please go subscribe to Georgia Sports Hospitality and Media. We'll talk more about that once the show ends. But college basketball for the state this week. Georgia Southern, they played this Friday against Troy. They lost that game 68-56. Yesterday, they played Troy again, and they beat them 79-64. UGA, the Bulldogs, this past Tuesday, they played Auburn. They won that game 91-86. And yesterday, they played Vanderbilt, and they won that game 73-70. So the Bulldogs, they had a dominant week this week. Georgia State Panthers, they did not play this week. Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, they played on Monday. They played Louisville. They won that game 74-58. And then yesterday they played Notre Dame, and they won 82-80. And like I said, Tech has played dominant. They've been playing well, so that's good. They waking up. All right, women basketball for women. Georgia Southern, they played Troy this weekend. They beat them on Friday 96-91. Yesterday, Troy pretty much had the best of them, and they lost that game 92-83. The Lady Bulldogs, they played Bama. They went to an overtime game, and they won that game on Tuesday 83-76. So right now, the Lady Bulldogs are ranked 25th in the nation right now. So that's good. Congrats to
Shout out
them.
to them.
Huh?
Shout out to them. They're doing good out there.
They're doing good, yeah. Georgia State Lady Panthers, they played Appalachian State this Friday. They won that game 72-62. And yesterday they played them again. They won that game against them 50-48. And Tech, the Lady Jackets, they played Syracuse on Tuesday. They won that game 76-63. And then they played Clemson on Thursday. They won that game 71-69. Been a dominant week in college basketball. MLB, the Braves, Ozuna will return with a 4-year, $64 million deal that includes a club option for a 5th year at $16 million, along with a $1 million buyout. The Braves also announced on Friday the creation of the Henry Aaron Fellowship, which aims to build on the legacy of Hall of Famer Hank Aaron by increasing diversity in industry and leadership positions.
Yeah.
So shouts out to the Braves for doing that. Really appreciate them doing that. It's a lot of things going on in the city, man. When we're talking about diversity, like even Arthur Blank, he donated $17 million to the Civil Rights Center. I know I've seen some people in the comments saying, "Well, they ain't enough. He should do more." I'm like, look, I gotta understand. Some people ain't got to give nothing, but for this man to give out $17 million, that's a lot, in my opinion. I'm hey, King, you got $17 million to give to the Civil Rights Center?
But I don't know nobody with $17 million.
I don't either. I've been
So
trying to figure out why people keep saying that they ain't enough. Like, I gotta stay out of other people's pockets. If they
exactly.
donate that much money, they acting like the man only gave $20. The man gave 17 mil.
You know what I do when people always be like, when celebrities do something or they say it's not enough, I always ask them, how much have you donated? Like,
Exactly.
if you haven't donated none, you can't talk about somebody that donated your whole life salary. Like, you can't do that. You can't. There's nothing you can say about a man that donated. He took time out of his money that he could have used that 17 mil to buy another yacht if he really wanted to, but he decided to donate it to a cause that's worth it. So respect to that, man.
Exactly. Just like I said, man, I don't understand some people always complaining about everything. But yeah, shouts out to Dr. Blaine for doing that, and the Braves doing that as well. Atlanta United, talk about them. They agreed to transfer a fee for defender Hector David Martinez. So we getting more players on in the club. Atlanta United also going to transfer Franco Escobar and subject to a bid to the Newell Old Boys. So Escobar was pretty much gone at this point. So I think Coach Hines, he has his own identity, what he wants to do. So I try to tell people when he got hired, don't get too comfortable with the players that's already on this club. Other than if your name ain't Yosef Martinez, yeah, pretty much you're not safe. So
Yeah, pretty
that's just
much.
my opinion on that.
Shout out to
Uh,
Coach Hines. I had a coach named Coach Hines in high school, JV football coach. Shout out to him, Garner, North Carolina, Garner High School.
okay.
I just want to give him a quick shout out because you said Hines.
Hey man, you got we get shouts out to whoever we need to, man. You know how I go around here. That's
Yeah.
fine with me. Yeah,
NFL. Oh, you want?
Rodriguez. Hey man, I agree with you, man. We do need some more pitchers, but I feel like we need more relievers, man. We got to give our young core pitchers time to develop, and if we keep bringing in veterans, they're not gonna have time. They got to go through those little growing pains. If anybody remember Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, those guys back in the day, man, before they became dominant pitchers, they had to go through those pains too. So Ian Anderson, Soroka, and Matt Freed, man, let those guys and Wright, I believe, let those guys learn and develop. Yeah, we may need another like pitcher in the starting rotation, but I think you can get away with just 4 or 5 guys in the rotation and you fine. But we also need to just focus more on the relief. Because what we need to do is we need to let guys like Ian Anderson, these guys, if they can pitch 6 or 7 solid innings for us, I think we'll be fine. And then you get some guys in the for the bullpen, and you have them, um, if they can give you 2 innings, and then your closer come in the ninth, hey, you good. So we're gonna try to talk more Braves baseball soon because pitchers and catchers are about to start reporting soon.
Yeah.
So,
All
all
right.
right.
NFL Falcons. Don, about I think it was last show you was talking about how thin this depth chart is, and since we don't think people go look at the depth chart, we're gonna
They don't.
let y'all know the unrestricted free agents: Todd Gurley, Demonte KZ, Alex Mack, Stephen Means, Keanu Neal, Matt Schaub, who's retiring, Luke Stocker, DeQuez Denard, Brian Hill, John Wetzel, Charles Harris, Justin McCray, Sherrod Neesman, LaRod Reynolds, Bleedy Ray Wilson, Edmund Robinson, Laquan Treadmill. Those are just unrestricted free agents. The restricted free agents are Matt Gunno and Brandon Powell. Then we have, of course, our exclusive right free agents, Yangho Koo. That's my guy. Koo, Jacob. Jacob.
Manor,
There you go. Y'all knew I was going to
Jaden
mess up.
Graham,
Jaden
Christian
Grant
Blake.
and Tyler Hall.
Jaden
So,
Graham, I can see Jaden Graham coming back because we hired the who did we hire? I think the assistant offensive line coach. He was at Yale when Jaden Graham. Oh, no, it was Harvard. He was at Harvard when Jaden Graham was there, and he won Graham won all Ivy League conference. So Jaden Graham may be back, and you got to think about it too. Outside of Hayden Hurst, who do you really have?
Yeah. Nope.
And I tell people, you go look at that depth chart. You need to go look at the depth chart and see who do we have behind guys. We don't have that many people. This is why I said I love the option of us trading down. You get more capital, and you guys.
And when you look at this depth chart, you can probably point out a few people that in your mind, or I can point out a few people that I don't want to see back. Todd Gurley, I don't want to see back. KZ, all respect to him, I don't want to see him back. Who else in here? That's pretty much it. Everybody else, I wouldn't mind seeing back. Bleeding Ray Wilson is one of those players for me that it's like, all right, I got to see him for another year, and I got to see him actually ball. You know, he had a couple of games where he did something, but I want to see him for a whole year. Laquan Treadwell, he can go. Honestly, I don't care. He can go. So my definitely can go Todd Gurley, DeMonte KZ, and Laquan Treadwell. All of them.
Treadwell got to go because you look at the receiver. You got Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, and Lumde Zaccheaus, I believe.
Yeah. So
you need a fifth receiver who can play, who can be a return specialist. Treadwell, yeah, he did that in Minnesota, but I don't think he was that good. This is why, if you go look at my draft, my mock drafts, you'll see I drafted some guys in the later rounds that play special teams, who are return specialists. We got to get better in that unit too, you guys. I know a lot of people don't really care about special teams, but special teams sets up your offense and put them in the best position to go down the field and score. If we average 30, 40 yards on a kickoff return, that's less work for Matt Ryan and the offense to go down the field and score.
Exactly. Look at players like the guy in KC. What's his name? The one that ran a 50-yard. He fumbled first, and then can't think of his name. I just had it. KC, the wide receiver, he's like third on the depth chart. He does the kick return and punt return.
Yeah, I forgot who he is.
Nicole Hartman.
Miko Hartman.
Yeah. Guys like that who are they could be good receivers in the league, but are really return specialists. Remember when we had Devin Hester, y'all? It's players like that could change the game for you. You never know. A big return, 25, 30 yards, and now you sitting at your own 45 instead of your own 25. One play, that's a touchdown. So when you look at it from that perspective, y'all got to understand that every aspect of the game is important. You got to be good at every aspect of the game. We seen that this year when we was good at almost every aspect of the game, and then we blew it on a onside kick. So it's stuff like that shows you that you got to be at least solid on every aspect of the game. You ain't got to be great, but at least solid. And Atlanta Falcons haven't been good in special teams since probably Devin Hester left.
Exactly.
So we also got Thomas Stallworth as a strength and conditioning coach and Brian Griffin as a director of coaching operation. I'm so happy we got a new strength and conditioning coach.
Who you telling? Man? We've been having Achilles injuries, ACL tears, all that stuff, man. And I'm like, man, like Stallworth, I think is gonna be good. Here's the thing. He was at Western Kentucky in 2017. Before that, he was at Mississippi State, I believe. And he was on that team when Mississippi State was first in the country back in 2014, I believe, when they had Dak Prescott as a quarterback. But what I'm trying to tell people is that he was at Western Kentucky in 2017, and then the Giants hired him, all right, as an assistant strength and conditioning coach. You just don't jump from a school like Western Kentucky into the NFL like that, unless you that good, which he is. Now you see some strength and conditioning coaches there. They come from UGL, Clemson, and then they go to the pros. Those are huge schools. All right, but Western Kentucky, let's be real, not even a Power 5 school.
Yeah.
So, you know, Stallworth, and y'all go look at his videos. Like his regiment for his players are really good. So hopefully, like I said, we shouldn't have that many injuries anymore. But like I said, we'll see how everything folds.
Yeah. It's just good. Like Daniel says, garbage truck juice, man. The trainer just been garbage truck juice. So now that I wouldn't say that's gonna change a lot. I don't know. I've never been an NFL trainer, so I don't know what goes into it, and I don't know how hard their job is. But I know one thing: you need to keep players on the field, and they need to stop getting injured. That's your job. So if our players keep getting injured, like Julio, who has the same nagging injury for the last 2 or 3 years, why? Why is that? We got to do something better, man. We got to do something better. That's all I got to say. Do your job or get fired. It's pretty much how it goes in life.
Yeah, I feel you.
So the Hawks. Let's talk about the Hawks, y'all. They won last night against the Jazz, 112-91. But other than that, they had 3 straight losses, man. 3 straight losses. So they even lost to the Mavericks, who's I don't understand that team, man. That team looks bad this year, but I think it's more of coaching and whatever adjustments they made in the offseason wasn't working because they was balling last year. Maybe the bubble overhyped a lot of teams. I thought about this last year, and I was like, yo, the teams in the bubble are nice, but maybe some of these teams were overhyped last year in the bubble. Trae Young gets the Jazz. He had 18 points. Nah, he had more than that. He had 28. Sorry about that, y'all. He had 28 points and he had 13 assists and he was 14 of 14 from the free throw line. But you know what he did? He also a lot of turnovers. He had 7 of them. We got to do better, man. He has to do better with controlling the ball and getting this team over the hump. He's the point guard. He can't have turnovers. That's something everybody used to talk about Westbrook about. Yo, you always turn the ball over. You always turn the ball over, but you got a lot of assists. Like, that don't look good. That's not good. You need low turnover rate and a lot of assists to be successful in basketball. Clint Capella, 23 points, 16 rebounds. What's funny about Clint Capella is last game, before when Trae wasn't playing, barely on the stat sheet. Trae comes back, Clint Capella's back on the stat sheet doing his thing. So Clint Capella, 4 blocks last night also, so he balled out. John Collins and Kevin Huerter both had 19 points. So we had a lot of scoring from players, and it's good to see this team get a win. I do think this is a quality win because the Utah Jazz are not a scrub of a team. So I do think this is a quality win. We just got to get them more consistently. We got to get them back to back. Can we at least get 5 games? I don't think 5 games is a bad ask. Can I get 5 wins in a row? That's all I'm asking for is 5 wins in a row. So in this game, 42 of 74 field goal percentage, 56%, 19 of 36, 3-point percentage, 52, and then 29 of 33 free throw percentage, 87.9. So looking at this team, they're still a 6 seed, but when you look at the East, man, after 5, everybody has a losing record.
Yeah.
Everything's
going to start shaping up by mid-March. You got to think about it. The season started late. The season is supposed to start at the end of October, and it started in December. So they was already like a month and a half behind. So everybody's, like I said, right now, the problem with the Hawks, the main thing is coaching. Second thing is injuries. Injuries, you just can't control that, but you can control who's coaching this team. And I've been saying this for the past couple of years that Lloyd Pierce is only here to develop these players. Once we can see what we have out of these guys, fire them, get somebody else in. DeAndre Hunter right now, he's looking great. Cam Reddish, like he's hurt right now, and we'll see how he performs when he gets back. But right now, man, we should be next season we in win now mode. We're done with this development phase and rebuilding phase. Rebuilding is over. We trying to win.
Yeah. This like I said in King's Round, this team will make the playoffs. I do have faith that this team will make the playoffs, but This team is one of those teams that can make the playoffs and just be swept or a gentleman's sweep. And like I said earlier, can we string together 5 wins in a row? We already got one. We got Dallas, San Antonio, then you got the Pacers, then the Knicks. We can't win those 4 games with this roster. I just feel like this team should be able to win those 4 games. If not those 4, you drop one to the Dallas Mavericks, but you should beat the Spurs, the Pacers, and the Knicks. Like I just feel like you should beat those teams. I know the Mavs got Luka, and Luka's nice. So, but these other teams you should beat.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Rodriguez, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dominique should be more of a mentor to these guys. Not only that, but you got Grant Hill, who's a part owner. Like, get out and court with these guys and teach these guys. Like, it ain't the play. Like I said, it's not the players. It's just the coaching.
Yeah.
You know, it's just right now, man. It's a lot of people are disappointed, but hey, you know, we brought in some good players, but they have to fit. They got to fit the team. Chemistry means everything in basketball. Everything.
Yeah.
All right. Want to go ahead and are we done talking basketball?
Just one more little snippet of news for you all to show you the difference in the Eastern and the Western Conference. Like I said, after 5 in the East, everybody has a losing record. The first losing record doesn't come till 12 in the West, and they have a 10-12 record, which is the same as the number 7 in the East. So that's just to show you that pretty much, even if the Hawks could make the get out the East, they wouldn't survive in the West. So the West has always been a dominant side of the league. So coaching is most important.
Yeah. All right. So I want to go ahead and take time out of our day to announce starting tomorrow on Georgia Sports Hospitality Media Channel, we will be covering every team, the news and scores for every team in the state of Georgia. Just want to go ahead real quick and just show y'all the intro of it, and y'all can tell me what y'all think. So please go check out Georgia Sports Hospitality Media.com. It's GSHMgroup.com for all your Georgia sports news and video content. We have writers and video content creators for pretty much every team in the state of Georgia right now. We are adding more people as we go. As we grow, we'll get more people. But we've been doing this for over a year now. We're officially about to start doing something new. I told everybody in the beginning that we were going to revolutionize Georgia sports, and here we are now. So tomorrow, every evening after the day, we will be covering everything that pertains to all the teams in the state of Georgia. So make sure you go over there to Georgia Sports Hospitality Media, and you give them a subscribe to their channel, and every day they will drop news, scores for every team. Every team. You name it, we covering it. All right. What else I was gonna say on that topic? Yeah, so go subscribe to them. Go also follow them on Twitter. Go like the page on Facebook. Please, you guys, do that. All right. So, like I said, we're gonna cut back on covering some teams in the state, and we're just gonna focus more on metro area, Atlanta, and then we'll still cover the big 4 schools in the state.
Yeah. While you're talking about that, just to quickly jump back to basketball for everybody, I forgot to let y'all know that Bogey is out of the brace and his range of motion has increased. So hopefully we'll see him back sometime after All-Star. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying hopefully sometime after All-Star we'll see him back. But he is out of the brace, so that's good for the Hawks.
All right, that's good. That's good. That's good news. Let's go ahead and talk about the Super Bowl. We did the Super Bowl prediction show last week, but we're gonna go ahead and do it again.
Yeah.
How you feel about this game tonight, man?
Um, I'm a little in the middle, man. I don't want the Bucks to win, but the way Tom Brady plays and the way Bruce Arians coaches, it could happen. And it could be just one of those seasons where they went all in and it actually works. And they won't care because the Bucks always suck anyway. So they won't care. They'll get a Super Bowl and be like, "Oh, okay, we can suck for another 10 years and then do it again." So that's what they do. I found out last night that my son is a Patrick Mahomes fan. So we're rooting for Patrick Mahomes today for my son. He told me he didn't want to be a Falcons fan because Patrick Mahomes always win. I can't be mad because he ain't lying. So
My son now he's going for the he's not a Chiefs fan, but he told me yesterday I was driving down the road and he was telling me I want the Chiefs to win because what Tom Brady did to the Falcons a few years ago. So I said, hey, you my son, you are my son. So,
my son
but
abandoned me though. He said, "I'm going for the winning team." No love
yes,
lost though. No love lost.
exactly. So yeah, like I like I said, I've been down here and you see a lot of Bucks fans.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I've been to Florida plenty of times. The Bucks was like one of the teams that no one cared about. It was the Jaguars, because the Jaguars was good back in 2017, and a couple of years after that, they were still holding on. But now those Jag fans pretty much turned to Bucks fans. And you got Dolphins down here. You see some Falcons people. You see Falcons fans down here too, and you see Cowboys and Raiders fans for some reason. So it's a Florida is a melting pot, and they
Mm-hmm.
got three teams down here. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't see. I just I'm not saying I don't see the Bucks winning, but if they win, we already know why.
Yeah.
All right. But I feel like what I said last week holds some merit. I feel like this game right here tonight is going to be the official passing of the torch to Pat Mahomes. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Tom Brady, he played a young quarterback in his last Super Bowl against Jared Goff. That was not a passing of the torch. Like, Goff wasn't just that. He's not that guy.
He's not on
All
that
right.
list.
Pat Mahomes is that guy. All right. He's that guy. And it's time. I just feel like it's time. I'm not saying this as a Falcons fan, but it's just time for a new day in the league. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Tom Brady should just retire after this year. Let these young guys go at it. You
Yeah.
know, like because everybody thought that Tom Brady was gonna pass the torch to Aaron Rodgers because everybody wanted to see Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Never happened. All right. Everybody wanted to see. They saw Tom Brady and Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl. He didn't do it in that game. Then you saw Tom Brady and Matt Ryan. He didn't want to do it for Matt. Like, I'm not saying it's games are scripted. What I'm trying to say is, like, look, you got 6 rings. 6 rings. What else do you have to accomplish? Yes, it looks good, but every ring, every ring that he won, I say outside of the Rams when they played in 2018. All right, all those other rings has asterisks by them.
Explain
You think,
yourself, Don.
huh?
Explain that to the people.
Spygate,
Okay.
Spygate. All right. Then you got the Flakegate when they want to get Seattle. Um, just be real, man. With the Kyle Shanahan situation, man. Like the man, we beating the mess out of New England, and all of a sudden we just stopped running the ball. We threw the ball. We done dumb decisions. Kyle Shanahan goes to San Francisco, and the Jimmy Garoppolo situation
Does the
was
exact same
Jimmy
thing.
Garoppolo trying to get traded. But here's the thing: Cleveland, the Browns was the one to get New England everything for Jimmy Garoppolo. And New England said no. San Francisco, what they gave them a second round pick for Garoppolo, and they accepted the trade. You can't tell me that there's no conspiracy behind that, man.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
something behind it.
Yeah,
Something.
The conspiracy thing is something I look into, but I never read too much into. But they won, so that's all I can say.
They won. Like, it's asterisks behind some Super Bowls. Like, you have, Bounty Gate, 2009 Saints. So, like I said, man, it's just time. Like, trust and believe. I've been seeing Tom Brady play before he was great.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't understand it. I'm a Michigan fan, so I've seen Tom Brady since '97. Okay, that's been 23 years. I've been seeing this man playing football. It's just right now. It's just time for him to step down. You got Pat Mahomes. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Baker Mayfield. You got other quarterbacks in the league right now who's been playing for a good while. Russell Wilson, Matt Ryan. Let's see what these like. I just wanted to be. I want football to be more competitive, man.
Yeah.
Because anytime that Tom Brady's with the team, they go. And I understand Jackson said something the other day about anywhere Tom Brady goes, he's going to win a championship. It's not like LeBron. It's not like basketball. Tom Brady chose the best situation for him after he left New England.
Exactly.
Because he saw the Buccaneers got a top 5 defense. They got a good coach in Bruce Arians.
And some weapons.
And they had weapons already offense. Like, you got Mike Evans. You got Godwin. Only thing they needed was a running back. They got Leonard Fournette. He brought Gronk out of retirement. And then they drafted the best tackle in the draft in the first round. Like, that's nothing to do.
Yeah. What people don't realize is this team with Jameis Winston was good. He just threw so many picks that they was always either losing or they would lose games because of this man. Like, all they needed to win, even last year, all they had to win is 3 more games. They would have been a playoff team with Jameis Winston. So if he'd have thrown just 20 picks, maybe 30 and 20, they could have been a playoff team. So this team was built. It was already Super Bowl ready. It was always ready. They just didn't have a quarterback. Now that they got a better quarterback and a guy that's not going to throw picks, he knows how to read a defense. Not saying Jameis Winston doesn't know how to read a defense, but he was the third string to a running back and out there in New Orleans. I know we're talking about Taysom Hill, not talking about the actual Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill. So he didn't even play. So that shows you right there that it was something wrong with Jameis Winston. Hopefully he can do better, man. I did like Jameis Winston at one point, but I always thought that Mariota would be better, but both of them actually are not good. So it don't really matter.
All right. Well, go Chiefs.
I
hope y'all can pull it off tonight, so that way we ain't got to hear these Bucs fans that's been in doggone caves and living on the rocks for the past 13, 14 years. Talk about we want to ring. Like, I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. So, Chiefs, please, whatever way y'all can to pull off a win tonight, do it. So that way y'all can already save the sanity of Falcons all nation, because right now, like, it's already toxic with this draft, and I'm just ready for April to get here, and adding Tom Brady and the Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl on top of that, man, it's just it ain't gonna make things any better. So just need something to happen. We need something good to have for Falcons nation to get through the rest of these next few months.
Exactly. I would agree with you there. Like I said last week on the show, I feel like whoever has the ball with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter will win the game. That's how I feel. I think 30 seconds is enough time to make for either one of these quarterbacks to go down and make a comeback win. with 30 seconds. I don't even care if they don't got no timeouts. I still think it's possible with either one of these quarterbacks. So whoever got the ball with 30 seconds left, I believe is going to win. And that's my prediction. Hopefully it's the Chiefs.
Kansas City needs to do a great job at stopping the run. All right.
Yeah.
Stop Leonard Fournette. All right. You stop him, then the next thing Tom Brady's going to do, okay, well, I'm going to throw it to Gronk. I might say that's going to be hard to do. Kansas City got linebackers.
Yeah.
But you take Gronk and you take Fournette out of the game, I'm not talking about with injuries, but you take those two out of the equation, you making Tom Brady be one-dimensional. He's not good at that. He will panic. He will throw picks.
Yeah.
All right.
He threw three.
He throw picks. He throw picks anyway. But you force him to make mistakes, and you get the ball to Mahomes. That right there, y'all should be fine. So I'm excited about the game tonight. So I'm about to go ahead and go out, give me some Brazilian steakhouse food. Hey, I'm enjoying the rest of my time down here. So.
I feel you. Knight, I wouldn't say whoever has the ball last, because if it's like 20 seconds and they get the ball back, I don't think they could win. So that's why I said 30 seconds, but it could be possible that whoever has the ball last will win this game. Thank you to everybody in the comment section that joined us. Make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure they go tell a friend to like and subscribe to Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast on YouTube.
And make sure you guys share our Manscaped code out. If you know anybody who need male grooming products, please let them know to use the code FILASP2021 for all their male grooming essentials. You get 20% off of your whole order plus free shipping. So, all right, y'all. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics. Hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast.
And always remember to love yourself. Peace.